rock the place with the fucking bass.
Test 1 2 test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right, real quick. We were just on Twitch and Aya jumped on, and now we're on YouTube. So I just want to give you a quick update because people are asking about the status of the Dirt Style Anniversary 30-year anniversary. We had to recut a side D. If you guys haven't learned yet, I had to recut side D because side D and E were the same. So they just sent in the record that got cut, so the test pressings will be here any day, and as soon as I approve it, it'll be 3 weeks out to ship out. Yeesh, I can't wait. Dum 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 dum. Happy 808 day, happy 888 day. We got Aya here. If you guys don't know who Aya is, I'm the nerd at skratching. She's the nerd at health research. She's also a crazy ass classical pianist. What's up? What's up?
What's up, everyone?
Let's see who's in the chat. So this is unexpected. I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't mean to come on here. We were supposed to go on musician, youtube.com/@musiciannutrition. We just started a channel. We have like one video on there.
Yeah, I know.
Our test video.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in the chat. The one. What's up, Trip Master? Aw, shit. We got badass scratchers in here already. What's up, Dan? Don't like that. Sandy B the Dude. Chowder Limits. J Renaissance. What's up? What's up? So I just wanted to tell you guys that. Oh, Sandy B wants a link to the new channel. Let's see. It is YouTube. Tell me if I'm spelling this right. It has two N's in it. Musician Nutrition.
Yeah,
Okay. /@ Go ahead and add us on there. She's going to be doing big things on there. She doesn't even have a real channel. We're going to get... Her channel is not going to have this logo right here. The Thud Rumble logo. It's going to be her own channel. What do you want? Why don't you tell us, what would you like your channel to be like? Let's manifest that right now.
I mean, yeah, just like a plain background, but mostly it's the content. I want to make sure it's on point.
Of course, that's the roots. It has to be really good content.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just rambling right now. But speaking about manifestation, it's 888 day, and you were telling me something about there's like a spiritual significance today. Other people, the hip hoppers know it as 808 day.
But
the spiritual people know it as 888 day because it's 8, and then 2024 adds up 2 + 2 + 4 is 8, so it's 888 day.
Yeah. Well, they call it the Lionsgate portal, right?
Yeah. What's going on?
I mean, I don't celebrate it, but like I'm open to the fact. I think a lot of like the more modern spiritualist people, they say it's a powerful day for manifesting your dreams and your desires and setting intentions, because apparently the star Sirius is in alignment with the Great Pyramid, the Giza pyramids of Egypt. So
aren't they always aligned?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because from what I know, the 3 stars in the belt of Orion has always been aligned to the pyramids of Egypt.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah. Well, maybe they're saying it's like really aligned to like
yeah.
some shit. I don't know.
Well, that's why like some hardcore astrologers say it's just another day for like the new age spiritualist people to do more of their manifesting stuff, which I'm not knocking it. I think it's a great thing, that people are into manifesting, but yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it, but at the same time, I'm looking at it as a 13-month calendar. If the 13-month calendar is correct, October would be 8, not right now.
Yeah.
The 8th month is October. Nueve is 9, November.
Yeah.
December, decahedron, that's 10.
Yeah.
Aprilis means first. That's the first month of the 13-month calendar. So then 888 would be a different day on, on the 13-month calendar. So I'm like, okay, whatever, sure.
Yeah. That's why I'm not like making a big deal out of it. I mean, every day I set intentions anyway. So, right? And every day we're trying to manifest, big goals, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy says 888 also stands for wealth. Well, that's good because
Yeah,
my phone number
sure.
ends in 888, so that's awesome. And then, of course, Roland TR808, the drum machine for the day, Egyptian Lover. I call this Egyptian Lover Day, 808. But on a 13th month calendar, he's got another date too. So Egyptian Lover, I should find out the date. Which brings me to this is off the subject. Or well, not really. The TikTok videos I've been posting have a 13-month calendar date on it and the date of what today is. So today is the 808 for the 12-month calendar. And then there's also going to be an 808 for the 13th month calendar. I should show that to Egyptian Lover. I'm going to be like, yo, you got 2 dates for your 808. That's my boy. I'm going to text him that. He's going to trip out like, ooh, cool. So that might be interesting.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about all that? Don't Like This says, hook us up with some dope beat drumming specimen. I could do that. Speaking of that, number 68 Unreleased Dirt Style Record is about to come out. That's crazy. 68. I should have had it done today. 68 would have been an 8. That would have been cool. But yes, it is all free on djqbert.com. Who he said, Roland DJ 808. I have an 808 drum machine, but I don't have a Roland MC 808. That's crazy. It's also Bob's Day. Bob. Back in the day when we would have pagers, if you had a friend named Bob, it would be 808.
Yep.
Now that you're here, I mean, what's the latest news that's been banned from the health scene since you're into all that stuff? What's new?
That's been banned. I mean,
What's
well,
some good news in the health scene that we should be knowing out?
Well-
Good news, bad news, anything interesting?
well, like I like to study obviously what's current, right, and what people are DMing me and asking me about. So, like we were saying, a lot of people are concerned about. A lot of people are waking up to the fact that our skies are being sprayed, and we're being sprayed poisoned through our chemtrails and through pesticides and in our water and stuff like that. And a lot of people were concerned about aluminum that's put in the chemtrails and like graphene oxide. And I always believe that there's always a solution to everything, right? And I try not to like fall for like the fear, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So in the last stream, we were talking about ways to get the like things like aluminum out of our bodies, right? Because aluminum is a big cause for a lot of diseases, a lot of cognitive impairment like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. So
It's really everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I
No,
was at
it's
a party and have like
I know,
Filipino families. Everything is in an aluminum tray,
Yeah.
aluminum cover, everything. And I was like, man, let's get out of here, man. This is crazy. I went to the store to get a burrito. That thing's in a freaking aluminum.
Right. Yeah.
Everything is in aluminum.
Yeah.
So there's that, even the little wrapping, and when they cook with that, what's the alternative? How can you cook without aluminum?
Well, I always use parchment paper, right? And then, aluminum does a great job at like keeping, trapping heat in, right? But I always have to find alternatives to it, because any way that you can to reduce the use of it, because it's used so much. But
Won't parchment paper
more-
burn?
No, that's why it's called. That's why it's parchment paper, because you could bake with it and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of heavy metals, a lot of toxicity being sprayed in the skies, and there's lots of ways to detox from things like heavy metals and stuff like that. But just today I was learning about glucose oxidase, which you could take in supplement form, but it's also found naturally in bee pollen, which we take every day anyway, right? So
That's not honey, bee pollen.
no.
That's the fuzzy little guys, huh?
Bee pollen is the bee pollen, yeah. So which is also high in copper, and lots of other beneficial like enzymes. So, but I put it in your smoothie every day. But it was great news, because I was like, I wasn't aware of the fact that it's high in glucose oxidase, which can help pull those pull the graphene oxide out of the body. So
That's
yeah.
good news. Then where do you get bee pollen from? You can't just go and harvest it yourself?
No, I get it at the
Be
farmer's
sneezing
market.
the whole time, shit.
I get it from my farmers, the farmers that I trust, the ones that sell the raw honey, the raw local honey.
It's sweet too. It's like this little ass fuzzball, huh?
Yeah, And
Ah,
some people
love that.
don't like
Can
the
you just
flavor.
down like duck, 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 duck.
No, I wouldn't
okay,
do
no.
that. And some people who are allergic to bee products, they should be careful, because some people can have allergic reactions to it. But yeah, but It has so many wonderful benefits. And
Is it expensive? It seems like it's expensive. Like
It's
a little ass
expensive.
fuzzball's like $1,000 or something.
No.
How much is?
No.
How much is it?
Maybe a jar is like $20, a 6
Oh
ounce jar.
shit!
Yeah.
I bet you those bees are pissed. Like that's a lot of work. $20 for all this work. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of work. Bees have to get that and
yeah,
collect it.
but somebody said that it's like inhumane or something like that, and don't quote me on this, but like the beekeeper said it's not. People don't realize.
Is it
that
just
it's-
dust that falls off down on their bodies, and then
I don't know
How do they
exactly
collect
how it
that? How do they
works.
collect bee pollen?
I don't know. I would like to learn though. Yeah.
Because it's just on their body, right? Because they go into the plants and they collect all this pollen, and
Yeah.
all that dust on them
Yeah.
is what that yellow ass dust, right?
Yeah, the pollen. Yeah, and it
And how do
protects
they
us
collect that? What do
from-
they do? Get a fucking brush and they
I don't
rub
know.
the fucking bee and shit?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a beekeeper,
Huh.
so
Or it
we
just
should
falls
ask
off
a beekeeper how it
at
works.
the, okay,
Yeah.
I want to know. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that was good news. So that was, one of the things that I thought was a great thing to talk about. And then also, a lot of the stuff that just kind of getting prepared for what's coming. Like apparently, like they're gonna try to pull another like bird flu thing on us, or
Oh,
whatever.
Another pandemic?
Yeah.
When is that going to
so
happen?
I don't know.
Before the elections or
I
something?
think any day now, So,
Ain't
I always
falling
just
for
like
that
to
shit
be.
again.
I know. I just like to be prepared, and then if they do come up with something that, can try to. Oh, somebody said natto kinase. Yep, absolutely.
What's that
Thank
now?
you. That's what I was talking about in our last stream. Yeah, natto kinase.
Natto, is that a
which-
Japanese natto thing?
Well, it can come from the fermented soybean natto, but a lot of people don't like the flavor of it. So I used to make it with my mom, and I grew up eating it, so I love it. But you could also get it in supplement form, serapeptase,
Where do you get that? What is that
and
made out of?
systemic enzymes
What the hell is all
can
that?
help get the spike proteins out of the body if you have taken the jab. So systemic enzyme therapy is very, very beneficial for those who are worried about the side effects if you have taken like some unwanted injections.
I heard some really good news. There's this frequency technology. It's the last break record I just made. It's not out yet. It'll be on djqbert.com. Number 68, all the break records are free. Number 68 is about frequency healing technologies, which are about to come out next year. And you ever see Star Trek? Star Trek has the freaking high call. They have cell phones and shit, and they had teleportation devices. That's all real shit. So now they had this thing where the doctor would scan you, and it would go beep. There's like a tumor or whatever, and just press a button, and a frequency would hit the tumor, boop, and it would go away. So it heals everything. It's this how you call it? Some kind of frequency, a toy. I forgot the name of it, but that's coming out in like next year. So anybody like, let's say if you did have some injections that you're like, wait a minute, I don't want that shit in me, that can be taken out with that thing. Bzzz.
Yeah.
So that's like really good news. So
Yeah.
anyway, I made a break record
Well,
about that. Frequency healing breaks. I think
Yeah.
that's the name of it.
And there's a lot of frequency technologies that are already out, and there's a lot of like plasma devices that can help balance the body and like neutralize the harmful effects from like dirty radiation.
How do you
dirty
access that though?
electricity.
How do people get a hold of that stuff?
Well, there's not a lot of practitioners. Like, for instance, the Therify plasma device. It's very hard to find practitioners. So,
But they can look it up though. What is the name
yeah,
of
they
it? How
can
you
look it
spell
up.
it?
It's called Therify, but there's so many. I mean, Rife devices. There's so many
I heard of that.
devices, right? That that can help bring the body back into balance. Because speaking of frequencies, that's what they're doing is like messing around with the frequencies, and that's what the 5G towers are all about, right? And it's throwing our bodies out of balance and causing a lot of diseases, right? But we can't prove it because it's like invisible energy that we can't see with the eye. So there's a lot of hope, and
That's
things
good
are looking
news.
very positive.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like a lot of the people who have created these devices they're like, their life is in danger. Some of them have been killed, but yeah, we're living in a beautiful time where people are waking up to like a lot of the deception, and people want to know the truth, and like the mainstream medical model is not really working for them anymore. It's yeah. So people are, they're hip to like the broken system and are trying to find alternatives. So that's where I come in, and that's where I do a lot of my research. Yeah,
I agree.
looking for ways to help people.
When I was in the hospital, the doctors were like, okay, make sure when you get home, you take all this freaking medication. When I got home, I said, man, I'm healing on myself. I don't need that freaking medication. So I threw it all away, and I healed up. And I was like, you don't need that medication. So I have a friend in the hospital right now I'm a little bit worried about. But I'm like, do you really need all that medication? Because I'm pretty sure you could heal all that stuff with your mind. They have this thing in the military. I think I've mentioned this before. Like the military has this meditation where you think of a light ball, and the light ball goes through you, and you meditate on the light ball just going through all of your body, healing all your parts of the body. And sometimes I tell this to my friends that need healing, and they're like, you out of your fucking mind. That's all bullshit. But hey, that's what helped me. I didn't need medication. You just kind of keep telling yourself and hypnotizing yourself like I am healthy, I am healthy, I am healthy. You just gotta keep saying that to yourself, and your atomic structure will believe it, and you become healthy. And it's also a very hypnotic thing. When I was in the DMC competition, I won the world championships before, just by telling myself, you can do anything. You are a champ. You just keep on repeating that self. When I was first hearing that, I was like, this sounds so stupid. And then my mom was playing it. I wouldn't say it to myself, but my mom would play it for herself on her tapes. She had cassette tapes back then. So the guys would just keep saying that over and over again. You can do anything. You are a champ. You're a winner. Blah blah blah. Just constantly. And that meditation makes you kind of just do that. And so when I wake up in the morning, all she listens to is stuff on YouTube that's like, I can do anything. Whatever I want to achieve, I am making right now.
Positive
it's like
affirmations.
Yeah, that shit's real. I mean, it sounds goofy and all that, but it's like that shit is real.
But it's not, though.
It's real healing.
You got to set your mind up for success, right? And for staying in a positive mindset. Because, the world is crazy right now, and we're being bombarded with so much like negativity, but, we don't have to focus on that, right? Because we really are creating our reality through our thoughts and what we listen to and what we surround ourselves with. So I don't care if it's cheesy, it's like I don't want to be programmed by all the negativity.
And on the news, everything else all negative. They want us to lower our spirits down instead of making it like high vibe. There's another study they had a group of people that were given a medication, and then another group that were given the exact same medication, and the medication was nothing. It's like these placebo things. It could have just been empty ass pills, right? And they told this group after they took it, actually these pills, we fucked up. These pills are actually gonna fuck you up. And they told the other group, yo, if you take these pills, there's gonna be some new technological breakthrough in science. It's gonna make you healthier than you ever were. This whole group over here that believed that. And once again, both of the pills were exactly the same. This group that believed that it was going to make you healthy, they freaking were super healthy. These other people like caught diseases out of nowhere with their mind. Their mind made that shit.
Yeah.
So it's if you're going to hypnotize
mind
yourself.
And their intentions too, right? Like the energy that you're creating, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you might as well just do that right now. Every day, tell yourself that you're the best at what you do, which you are. You're a superhero, which you are, because God flows through you. So you might as well just do it. And it's gonna.
But you have to believe it too.
Why not believe it? Because God does flow through you. That is straight up truth.
Yeah, but it's so hard right now because like we're being bombarded with all of this like fear porn and negativity. And it's you gotta stay focused on on the light. It's really important. It's crucial right now.
They even made it to where it sounds goofy. You know what I mean? But it's like it's not. It's like you do. You're a miracle. How the hell you like out of all the fucking gazillion ass sperms that your dad busted a nut, you was the one that came through. So you gotta understand you are very special. Let's see who's in the chat.
Okay.
Pubic. Speaking of Pubic 1, what's up? It's not what you believe, it's that you believe. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
True.
I like that. What's up, the one? Skillation is in the house. Niles, what's up? Sandy B. Rod Rice. What is up, y'all? Anyway, I just came on just to say what's up, and I was in the room. We were doing a Twitch, and it was like a lot of info she was spreading. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's jump on YouTube. And it's 808 day or 888 day for the spiritual people. Oh, shit. Today, I want to mention on djqbert.com, we have a 30% off sale on selected vinyl. So if you want doubles, now's the time to get it. This is our biggest sale, 30% off. Damn! That's pretty much what we paid for on the records. So have a good time for this couple next days because that sale is going to be out. Just want to see who hears all this stuff. Congrats, then we know.
Yeah.
What up, DJ? Ah, Schmix. Speaking of healers, we got a healer in the chat. DJ Schmix is in the house. What's up? So yes, it is the Lionsgate.
Yeah, peace.
Skill Nation knows about Lionsgate. Tell me more about that. Is it like earlier I was talking about the Lionsgate 808 thing, but wait a minute. If there's 13-month calendar, there's another 808 date somewhere else. But you can see the dates. We put a 13-month calendar and we match the dates on all the TikTok cards. We have a 366 card 1 year gallery on TikTok. Add me on there, DJ Qbert1. But yeah. Any questions for Aya? She just jumped on once again. If you just got here, she's the health researcher. And did anything else you want to say? You got your little book over there of notes. What you got over there?
Well, I had some talking points because I didn't want to like get sidetracked, right? Because there's some things that I really want to hit on.
Tell us.
Some people have asked me, and this is like a really big one, how to heal from things like myocarditis. People who are dealing with a lot of like joint pain and like arthritic pain, and from long COVID, right? So, there are so many. I have like a cabinet full of natural remedies, but a big one that, I've always known about, all of you guys have known about it, right? But we've been lied to saying that it's poison, it's addictive, but it's a medicine and it's nicotine. It's nicotine. They have them in patches now. You have to make sure you know which source.
Nicotine can be good if that's what you're saying.
It's medicine. I mean, it can literally cure all kinds of things. That's another one that you can, have in.
But
your
not just the chemical
cabinet.
Cigarettes. You're talking about like some organic ass tobacco.
I'm talking pure nicotine. Yeah. They have them in nicotine patches. So, these are important things to have. I have, again, I have like a medicine cabinet full of like natural holistic remedies. And then this is another one that I think can be important for us to have, knock on wood. But,
what about chewing tobacco?
Chewing the tobacco. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it can be, and people say it is a medicine, and we've been told that, it's poison. It can cause, all kinds of diseases, but they've deliberately brainwashed us into thinking that because it can cure so many things.
How about like a really expensive
and I should be mindful. I should not say cure, but it could literally reverse things like myocarditis, diabetes, even, arthritis, other. Like other joint issues.
My grandmother lived to 110. She smoked pure tobacco.
Yeah. And
for her whole life.
Right, yeah, so it makes sense.
And my grandfather chewed it, smoked it. Every day he would walk out with his cane, and he was 115 when he passed away. He would spit out this tobacco. And I was like, what the hell? That's nasty. But in the Philippines, it must have been super organic and healthy. It wasn't like with chemicals. Is that what you're saying? Like that type of tobacco? Where do you get that kind of good ass tobacco?
Well, there's a lot of places now online that you can, where it's, it's all organic. It's all pure. It's just pure medicine, I mean, even the shamans know they use nicotine for healing ceremonies. But if you're uncomfortable getting it in like synthetic, not want to say synthetic form, but if you would rather go the really, really, really natural route, nightshades are naturally high in nicotine. So things like, I believe it's eggplant is the highest. Then tomatoes.
You smoke an eggplant.
Oh, you don't smoke it.
Okay.
But that's another thing, and so this is where it gets really interesting because things are always changing, and things that I once believed, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, I actually think I was wrong, So for a long time, we cut out nightshades because we've been told, oh, it could cause, arthritis, right? It could aggravate, it could make our joints stiff, right? And then you scratch. I play the piano, so we totally cut out all nightshades, but actually, eggplants, tomatoes, white potatoes, super high in nicotine. So, yeah.
Damn.
So I'm just gonna do an experiment to try to introduce those back into our diet again and see how that works. Yeah.
I can see people right now like, what's up? Who wants some, man? What's that cut with? Eggplant. Oh, she got eggplant in the homie. Pass that shit. That's the new shit, huh?
Smoking eggplant.
Who got the eggplant, man? What's up, that eggplant? I see rappers like eggplant. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know nightshades have nicotine in it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, because I stopped smoking, but I used to smoke a lot. I used to smoke a lot of weed and shit back in there. But can you get high off of? Well, it's more of a nicotine high, like off of good tobacco. And the weirdness about my grandmother's tobacco when she smoked it, it stunk like fuck. It really smelled like she was burning wood. Like it was
really?
like natural tobacco. I wonder if that's the same thing. I don't know, but I remember. I don't know if you guys know, but like, have you ever hung around like elders that do smoke like really natural tobacco? It really stinks.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's probably it's like pure medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I want to try that now. Yeah. How about a beady? Is that like natural tobacco? Do they have that? You ever seen those beadies?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I just know.
I'm sure there's different levels of it too, but now I'm gonna go check that out. I used to like smoking. That's why back in the days.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that was just one of the things that the past few years I've been researching. I started researching nicotine for cognitive impairment because my mom passed and she was suffering from dementia. And so they were saying nicotine can help Alzheimer's. And I remember
not the doctors. They didn't
no, of course not. I was
who
reading about it.
Oh, okay,
I was reading about it. Of course, the doctors say no.
So
no,
that
absolutely
helps
not.
Alzheimer's.
Yes,
wow.
Yeah, it helps cognitive impairment.
Wow.
And sadly, my mom passed away, so we were never able to try nicotine therapy on my mom. But I feel like I feel like there's a lot of hope for people who suffer from cognitive decline. I think it can be very, very beneficial, and even just it could be used for so many illnesses, and I'm just really excited to dive deeper into it and see some of the other benefits it has.
That's amazing. My grandmother was, I think, probably died around 111 or whatever, but she was so old and she was still smoking, but she was still acted like a kid. Like she was so funny. Like I remember when I went to the Philippines, she would always lift up her shirt. She was all wrinkly and all that, super wrinkly. And she would lift up her shirt, and all I saw was like two penises hanging right there, two limp dicks. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Oh God, that's disgusting.
you
don't
know,
need to paint that picture.
I know, but that's just, she did it to me. She fucked me up as a little kid. But anyway, I just want to mention that because that's my image of my grandmother. And then she passed away. I was like, fuck. All I thought of was that. She had two fucking wrinkled fucking eggplants on her chest.
Oof.
Anyway,
Anyways. Yeah.
What were we talking about? Let's see who's in the chat. DJ Vet, my man, Qbert 1. Trip Master is in the house. He said, Qbert 1 said, get it tatted.
Oh boy.
I swear to God, that's my image of my grandmother because she couldn't speak English. And I didn't know anything.
So that's how she entertained you?
That's how she entertained me. She was like 100. This is how she talked. It was like African or something. I was like, what the hell? Hello, Grandma. Hello. And now, you grab the Filipino thing. You grab their hand and you put it to your head. And she was real old. She don't know. Like, English was foreign to her because she just lived deep in the Philippines. We had to drive 8 hours to get into the jungles of the Philippines to get to where they live, and they have like the houses are like huts, bamboo, all that. If it's a flood, they got poles because the flood can come in, and they gotta like raise their huts above the land. They didn't even have cement. It was just ground, rocks. And the kids, they don't have toys. They have like a little matchbox. They open the matchbox, a little black spider comes out and have the sticks. You put 2 sticks together and the fucking spiders walking on the sticks. That was their entertainment as kids. Rubber bands, they had rubber bands, and they would make all kind of things out of rubber bands because that's all they had. It was very third world country.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the main thing I remember was like, and I was like, oh shit, those are some wrinkly ass tits. But yeah, that's my grandmother. Anyway, I don't know how I got off that subject, but
anyway, a lot of people are saying love to shortcut. Yeah.
Lots of love to shortcut. That's another guy I keep calling when I call him on the phone. I'm saying, you got to remember that short. Just keep saying this over and over again. I am healthy. I am healthy. I am healthy. And it's going to make your atomic structure healthy. And then some of the guys that are there, they're like, man, what the hell is Q talking about? They don't know about this manifesting what you are stuff yet.
Yeah.
And so.
But a lot of people are. I think a lot of people are hip to like.
They're getting it, but it's still foreign to them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm. It's like my grandma. It's still new to them. So.
But I mean, sadly, sometimes it takes people hitting rock bottom to try these things out.
His whole crew wants to eat healthy now.
Well, yeah, but that's what they say. They say, I'll try anything, and that's what it takes, But for, a lot of people dealing with like terminal illnesses and stuff like that, they say it was like the best thing that happened to them sometimes because that's what it took in order for them to like change their lives and, start creating healthier habits. So, yeah.
Very true. Very true. It's like it's like the rock bottom shit is a blessing.
Yeah,
a big blessing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember when COVID hit and it was like, oh, fuck, I can't even do any shows anymore because they want me to fucking, you got to get jabbed up and I didn't want to. So I missed out on a gang of shows and a lot of opportunities, hundreds and thousands of dollars I missed out on because I was like, I ain't going to do that shit. I'm going to just stick to my guns and say, you know what? I'm still going to work. And that's why we came out with these. It's almost like what? Number 68 Unreleased Dirt Style Records, 68 albums of beats because we couldn't work. So I was like, fuck it, let's just keep making beats and keep making stuff out for people. We're still making shit, and I trusted in karma. You put it out there, and it comes back to you, and it's a beautiful thing. So, it taught me how to become a better, I guess, beat maker. I do live streams now because of it. So there's always a way that God has for you. Like, don't worry about it. We got something else for you. So with Shortcuts thing, all his homies now are gonna they're all looking into health now. Like I call one of them. He's like, yo, it's all about health and wellness now. Thank God.
I know. Yeah.
They need to watch Musician Nutrition. Speaking of, go add us on youtube.com/@musiciannutrition. We got one episode on there. I'm gonna add another one soon. Our test video is on there right now. How about you guys? Are you guys into health and wellness? I really, really think it's a part of DJing. If you can stay healthy, you can pretty much DJ for a very long time. And you can, have a good time. I think, the days I can't DJ is when I have a low vibe. And so being healthy and being in a childlike state where you're like free and you're, not saying very happy, but very peaceful. Being peaceful is like biased to happiness, right? So when I'm peaceful, I'm happy, I can scratch better. So I think being healthy makes me in that zone. And so that's why I really nerding out about DJing. Healthy and being well or whatever is part of fucking the culture of art.
Yeah, and there are many ways to be healthy too. There's not one size fits all. That's why I never come out and say, this is what you need to do. Don't do this. Don't eat that. This is how everybody should work out. This is how, everybody should fast. I don't like making blanket statements like that because everybody is really different, and that's the fun thing about studying health and wellness, is just being open to all of these like healing modalities, different foods that can nourish us, and you got to try them out because like one person's medicine can be another person's poison, right? So like even all kinds of diets, another thing that like a big thing, somebody actually was like the great carb debate, and somebody said you don't need carbs, and I actually disagree. I mean, I won't go down that rabbit hole, but it's like, sure, do what works for you, and it's also context is very important too. Like what stage in your life are you at? Are you, if you're a woman of childbearing years, then you're not going to eat the same as like a weightlifting dude, right? A guy that, a CrossFit dude or whatever, it's very different. Women's bodies are much different from men. Yeah. Yeah. And also what your goals are too, yeah. So anyway, sorry. So that's what I'm here for. It's like to help people figure out what's their, looking at their bio-individuality and what works for them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy says, truth. Personal health is a personal thing. There's no one size fits all. I mean, this guy's like, you got to be on this diet. You got to be on a keto diet. You got to be a vegetarian. You got to be vegan.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Be,
and
it's
that's
like everybody's different.
Yeah, and that's what happens. A lot of people, they discover keto and they lost 20 pounds. And it's like, and then so next thing they just want to preach it to everyone. And that's, I get it, but I've been in the health world for like 30 plus years, studying all like the health trends and trying all the superfoods and and I've learned to just kind of, okay, yeah, this could be medicine for someone, but I'm not going to go preaching it to everyone, because it can also be, you have to be mindful that some people have allergies too, some people have different ways of eating for religious reasons, so yeah. But the fun thing is when you get with a group of people who are like-hearted, like-minded, and open-minded and willing to like share ideas, and not say it's this way, this is what the planet needs to eat. This is what, I don't think that's a healthy way to look at it. I think, yeah. And things are always changing too. Like my favorite health researchers, they have the humility to admit when something may have been a little bit off and say, this is what I think now, so yeah.
That's
So,
true, yeah.
yeah.
And at the same time, it's like some people are super healthy and they eat whatever. It's just their mindset of, like I said earlier, if you say you're healthy, your body's just gonna be healthy. So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I'm at the airport. I was saying on Twitch earlier, like I'm at the airport and I'm at or a different city that doesn't have like an organic place to eat, and I see monks. They travel, like they must know. So I see monks at the airport and I go up to them. I say, how do you eat? What do you eat? Because all this food is like, it's all processed. And like, hey, you know what you can do is you have to tell God to bless the food and it'll change the atomic structure of the food, believe it or not. And like, dang. So, I got to do that when I'm on tour. That's that level.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not going to eat all that crazy stuff, but I'll take the lesser of evil and I'll tell God to bless the food.
Yeah, I think that's also an important practice. Like, especially like you go to like a family dinner or whatever, and say like you're being served something that's not, that's cooked in canola oil or whatever. But it was made with love, and what are you gonna do? Be rude and like, oh no, I brought my bag dinner. It's okay, you guys enjoy that. I'll just eat my my salad over here that I made. It's like, I mean, yeah. It's kind of like you kind of have to have a balance.
That's another thing. Sometimes people, when they make their food and they don't throw love in there, it's like that's another thing. The energy in there, you're eating that. Sometimes I'll go to like some chefs and they're all mean. It's like I'll go home and fucking have diarrhea.
Yeah,
and then but if the chefs are loving, it's like, damn, I feel really good right now. So it's like that counts too. Sometimes you got to know who your chef is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's really important. Yeah.
Like, always go to that same one girl at Canyon.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I know.
All right, ready for some diarrhea? Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean,
but it
without
always
fail.
happen. But if someone else makes that recipe thing or whatever, it's like it's all good, but it's the grumpy one.
Yeah, she puts her energy into it, and
she is
without
grumpy,
fail,
but no
you
one
come
else will
home.
make it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who too. Fuck.
No, don't name names, but that's
Okay.
proof that like you really want to, be mindful of who prepares your meals and who.
Sometimes,
who
sometimes
feeds you, right?
Like I want to detox. I do want a diarrhea. Let's go to that person. All right, cool. I'm at home. Yeah, washing that shit out.
Yeah, no, you're not having her lattes anymore. Because you're not the one that has to clean the toilet.
Hey, I keep that clean. I diarrhea in a straight line. But hey, it's like I'm still thinking about my grandma's chest. So let's see who's in the chat right here. Mir, what up? This guy said, eat at least one scratchy seal before bed. What's up, y'all? Even in Indian they have what do you call Ayurveda? Different
Yeah.
body types have different
Yeah.
food things as well.
Yeah, not just India. A lot, all like even Eastern medicine too. They have different constitutions. You know, Ayurveda is just one of them. Yeah.
This guy said avoid seed oils. I do when I buy, especially at the airport. It's like, damn, sunflower seed. I'm not eating
Everything
that.
has
Everything
it now,
at the
and
freaking
it's
airport.
deliberate.
It's,
It's
like,
deliberate. It's you know, not to be a fearmonger, but you know, death by 1,000 cuts. You know, oh, just a little bit won't hurt. Oh, just a little bit won't hurt. And it's like pretty soon every snack you're eating has seed oils in it. You know, so yeah. I mean, that's why it's hard, but you know, that's why I try not to eat things that come in packages, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's important
I'm
to
just replying to Schmicks over there. He said, I diarrhea in a straight line. I said, I diarrhea in several straight lines, actually.
Yep, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Yeah, it's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The mind state is a food, too. It's like crazy. All this stuff that's
Yeah.
going into us and stuff. You almost have to learn how to shield yourself, too. Like
Mhm.
when I go to the airport, I have to go through that. I don't go through that metal thing or whatever. But I imagine like a shield around me anyway, because there's a guy over there fucking molesting you and shit, checking you and shit. I'm like, fuck. I even have to send that guy love. He's like a fucking dick and shit. He's like, turn around, stick your foot out, blah, blah. And then I go,
Yeah.
you must hate your job, huh? And then he's like, everybody here hates their job. I'm like, why you fucking do that? Why don't you follow your dreams and shit? I try to help them out, try to be more loving to them. They start, what would you rather be doing? Well, I'd rather be working on a car or something. Why don't you fucking get a job as a mechanic and shit? What the fuck are you doing at the airport and being mean to everybody? I don't know.
They're probably
walks in.
hired because they want to hire people who are grumpy like that. to make-
Yeah, I gotta send him love. I'm like, man, this guy does not know. I'm glad I'm in a fucking job I love. So it's like,
I mean, you think about it. Airports are one of the worst places for EMFs, right? You're being like fried with all these non-native EMFs, and so of course it's gonna mess up your consciousness. Of course you're gonna be grumpy, you know.
once in a fucking blue moon, a guy just, okay, sir, I'm gonna have to check you. I'll make this
Yeah.
fast. Okay. All right. Have a great day, sir. Jeez, once in a while that happens. But the grumpy guys are, they want to be the, how you call it, they want to be the police or some shit or whatever, the power tripper guys. No, the reason why I see that all the time is because I gotta go to the airport. Like I have freaking 12 shows this month. I gotta go to the airport all the time, and then there's no fucking way I'm going through that fucking, how you call that thing? That spinner machine.
No
Doctors
way.
don't want to go through there.
Yeah.
Babies don't want to go. Can't go through. Kids are not even allowed to go through those
Well,
because those are dangerous.
Pregnant women are allowed
Pregnant
to.
women. Gee,
Yeah.
I'm really gonna go through that shit.
Right.
Fuck that shit. There's something in it. Man. I travel too much. I ain't trying to go through
Yeah.
that machine and shit.
Yeah.
So I gotta meet the fucking guys that are like, I'm just gonna use the back of my hands and I'm gonna use my forehead to fucking press on your nuts. Like, really? All right, cool. Fuck it. Go ahead, man. Fuck it. I'll fucking feels good to me. Fucking free massage. Go have to turn it into a positive or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's food too. Those guys are giving you negative energy, so you have to be sane enough to be like,
You have to put
blessings, my brother. I hope you find the job that you love. Like I'm trying to help them and shit.
And
like,
you have to shield yourself from that energy
shield
too.
yourself too.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
This guy said, "Can you feel it?" Fuck yeah, there's fucking everything. But especially if they're like, nothing against gay people. You could do your gay shit, but sometimes you be having a gay guy testing you, like, I'm gonna have to try it out again. Oh my god, I missed it.
Oh yeah.
So
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, fuck it.
Oh, I'm just gonna use my right hand to feel under your right boob.
He's right, my right
and
hand. I'm
your-
gonna rub my butt against you, like just to check, just to be safe.
I know.
Like damn. So it's like whatever, Gotta shield myself against that shit.
Yeah. But on a positive note,
Yeah, what's a positive? Give us some positive stuff.
yeah, I mean, it is positive. It's the time of awakening.
Oh, right.
It's,
Of course. Right now,
yeah.
everyone's waking up. I used to talk
Mhm.
about all this conspiracy stuff 5 years ago. Cancel him. Stop him. Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Do your own. Don't research this.
Yeah.
Man, fuck. I got canceled on a motherfucker before.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm for free speech. Fuck that shit. This is a country for free speech. I'll keep doing my free speech. Now what? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just an advocate for let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk. Why can't we fucking talk about it? What the fuck? Why you gotta get canceled? Oh, he's racist for saying that. Like, what the fuck? How does that have anything to do with racism?
Right.
It's like that's the easiest way to cancel someone. Say he's racist, and then dumb folks. Yeah, he's racist. How the fuck am I racist if I just want to talk about it?
Right. Well, you have to forgive these people because the people who
I
attacked
forgive
you.
everybody. I forgive them all.
Yeah, they were, and maybe still are under a huge hypnosis, right? Where
MK Ultra.
Yep, where they're told what to believe, right? And anything that thinks anything outside of that is like, a racist or,
It's like, what does that have to do with racism? It's just comedy and shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I send them love. It's all good. It's all good. I see the separatism. They're trying to separate everyone when we're trying to bring everybody together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see who's in the chat.
Yeah, bring everybody together, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean you guys are all in agreement, but that you're in harmony and that you respect one another, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like, the past 5 years has been all about people canceling people left and right, and people just like, bashing on other people who are of different mindsets, and it's just like,
yeah, it's like whatever. You have those beliefs. This is cool. Whatever. It's cool. We should all think differently and kind of come together at some point or what. I don't know. It's just, I think we should all be free. Like, we should all like country music. We should all like hip hop. We should all like fucking. It's like whatever. You can like whatever you want. What the fuck, man? We all have different tastes in vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, whatever. If you want to have whatever, it's all good. It's just
as long as you're not hurting.
I'm not hurting anybody.
As long
as you ain't hurting
and
anybody.
Your intention is to like, do something honest and positive in the world. There should be no like disrespect, right?
This guy said, "I was born canceled." Damn.
I feel you. I
too. Her whole life was like you were outcast. I was an outcast too in high school because I was like fucking thinking different from everyone and shit.
Yeah, but we're in like this new world now, right? The age of Aquarius, and it's like all this truth is starting to like come up and people are waking up, right? And so it's actually a beautiful time.
It's super beautiful time. I love it right now, especially right now. It's like finally motherfuckers are waking up. Jeez.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Quebec 1, what's up? Jay, what up? Sandy the B, DJ Berserk.
Earth is
Look
flat.
at this guy's name is Be True to Yourself. Look at that. That's dope. Followed up.
Yeah.
Earth is flat. If you think it's flat, you think it's flat. I think it's round. From our perspective, because we live in the right at the edge of the ocean. I can't see Hawaii. I can't see China. I can't see Japan. But I fucking sure could see Jupiter with my naked eye, and that's fucking. I don't even know how many fucking miles out that is.
Yep. There's never been a better time than now to be alive. That's so true, right?
I always go on those flat Earth things. Like I have a fucking bazillion pictures of Earth from space that's round. I just need one picture of a flat ass Earth. Just one, fake or real. I just want to see one fake ass or real one of a picture of a flat Earth. I just want to see it. Just one.
This guy says, "Oh, no way. Earth is a triangle." And then my thing is like, I mean, I guess they have some kind of agenda of why they want people to believe the Earth is flat, but
I think it's to divide
I think that's
the
what it
conspiracy
is.
Guys.
Yeah.
We're flat earthers. We're round earthers. We're triangle earthers. That's funny.
We're globe-tards.
Globe-tards. I mean, there's this I always say this thing like in Frisco, since we're at the ocean, there's this thing called the Farallon Islands. If you're on a mountaintop in San Francisco, you can see the Farallon Islands because they're way the fuck out there, 40 miles out. But as soon as you start getting down to the beach, the islands are past the curvature, so you can't see it when you're at the beach. But if I was at a mountaintop, then I could see the islands. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I get to the beach, they're fucking gone and shit. Same with all. I went to Corsica, and this guy fucking got mad at me. He thought I was a flat earther. I'm not a flat earther. He goes, so this is France here, past the over there is Corsica, and I go, and like over there behind the water. How come I can't see it? Because the earth is round, you stupid. I'm like, dude, I know it's round, okay? He thought I was a flat earther and shit.
And even if you were, so what? Another thing too is when people are fighting over it, my first thing is, okay, what are they trying to distract us from? You know, there's got to be something where it's like, you know, let's get them fighting about the shape of the planet because we're doing something shady over here that we don't want them to know. So I'm always looking like, okay, what is it that we're not seeing? What is it that they're trying to distract us from and not, you know? Anyways, yeah.
Portable said, no human has been to the moon either. Well, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of fucking pyramids on the moon. There's pyramids on Mars. There's a lot of towers on the moon. There's a fake moon landing and there's a real moon landing that they don't show to the public. There's so much shit about the moon. I don't want to get into it. If you know, you know. It's almost like scratching. Is scratching a musical instrument? No, it's not. It's not a musical instrument. It's like, yes, it is. Never mind then. Don't worry about it. If you don't want to do your research on scratching, forget it. But it's kind of like that and shit. I have to be like, not even gonna talk. I'm not gonna go there. The guy's not gonna understand me anyway.
Yeah.
I have to go bring a turntable there and show him, look, did you did this scratching? Yeah, what you good doing? Like I really want to show him all that shit. Just if you want to, you can believe what you want to believe.
Yeah.
This guy said, I did So anyway, once again, if you just joined us, I just came on here to let you guys know that the Dirt Style 30th anniversary is coming out real soon. We had a test pressing that was messed up. Side D was the same as side E. We just got the new side D cut. You could look at it if you've subscribed to DJ Qbert, the newsletter. You'll see the new side D is cut. It's even better now. Has this thing on there called Training Wheels. A lot of stuff on the Dirt Style anniversary. The Dirt Style dictionary is on there. The skipless, fast skipless sounds, the halftime skipless sounds. Now there's a training wheel section. There's beats on there. There's funky beats. There's electro beats. Man, it's crazy. There's a whole big ass mega mix on one side too. Man, it's crazy. Anyway, get it on djqbert.com. And right now there's a 808 30% off sale on Superseal Bizarros and all kinds of other Superseal things and all that and all kind of cool stuff. Yeah. But also, we got Aya here. She was just talking about some health stuff on Twitch. I was like, let's get on YouTube and talk about it. It's really important stuff. Any other? What's in your notes?
Yeah.
I see all those notes over there. You have so much info.
Well, no,
it's all good stuff.
Well, a lot of it is like some of the talking points that I wanted to hit, you know, like things that can maybe benefit other people. And I like how Rod Rice says a lot of diversion tactics being staged right now. People need to focus on health and the state of the country more than anything. And I mean, obviously I'm biased. I agree because I'm a health researcher, right? But I think the number one thing you can do is just try to do your best to focus on health first and foremost, because then everything will, you know, fall into place. When you're healthy, then your mind will be in balance, right? And then you'll be less, you'll be nourished, right? When you're nourished, then you don't, you're at peace, you know, when you're feeding your body the right foods and, you know, not foods, but also information that you're taking in, right? That's also nourishment. So just try to focus on nourishing your whole body, mind, body, and spirit right now, because they're trying to attack us at every way possible, you know, with the media and poisoning our food and our water and all of that, you know. And my goal is to like always spread light, right? And it's not they want to keep us in fear, but that's not going to work, you know, because we're getting hip to the fact that like there's solutions for everything and people are waking up, right? So so like people are like, what do we do about all of these EMFs that, you know, they're killing us, we're going to die from all of these 5G towers? And no, actually we're not. You know, there's a lot of ways where we can protect ourselves, like even just simply like taking vitamin C every day, which is like, it's so simple, but yet we forgot because we're just so distracted and kind of like stressed out off of what's happening on our planet, right? So vitamin C is a really important one to protect yourself from the negative effects that EMFs are having on us. Grounding, right? Because like what I was saying earlier, we need to get the AC current out of our body, right? And how can we do that? By grounding, barefoot on the ground, preferably like at the beach in the sand, far away from any electrical wiring, you know.
We go to the beach at least once a week.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, somebody said, "Bless the water you drink." Absolutely, we're
For sure.
learning that water holds information.
Dr.
And
Emoto.
well, not just Dr. Emoto, but Veda Austin's one who's just showing all this proof that like water is consciousness, and it's like it's actually communicating to us. It's not just weird woo woo new agey stuff. Yeah, people can't like pass it off as like new age stuff because there's so much stuff like information and proof showing that water stores memory. So anyway, water is an important one. Make sure you're staying hydrated, drinking clean healthy food, taking care of your body, surrounding yourself with loving like high vibrational people, positive people who are always like lifting you up. Getting enough sleep is another one. Yeah.
I'm gonna answer some questions here. Turk said,
Yep.
any estimate shipping time for the new record set? I would say about a month. This guy said, what's the healthiest scratch to do? I just learned, well, not just, but when I'm conscious of it, this person who was a shaman said, you're missing one element, Q. When you're scratching, make sure you're sending loving intention to the audience and sending healing vibes to the audience. It's almost like when you're up there, you're actually at an altar and you're healing the people that are listening to your music. So that's with your intention. You could do that, shoot that through the scratches. It doesn't matter what scratch you do, just as long as you're doing it. You can even do it just by like we're talking right now, trying to send love to you guys without scratching. You could do it yourself to everyone. This guy said,
This guy says the elephant in the room is the daily chemtrail spraying. Earlier in our yes, and also there's ways to protect yourself from that. So on the last chat, I was talking about how you can. There are ways, there are so many ways to get like heavy metals, graphene oxide, all this stuff that they're putting in the chemtrails. How you can detox your body, but the one that I was talking about in our last stream was glucose oxidase can help get the graphene oxide safely out of the body.
what
And
food
you could
has
get
that?
that in supplement form, but that's why I was saying if you prefer to get it in its pure form, bee pollen is very
that's right,
high.
you were saying that.
Raw
Yeah.
bee pollen is high in that. So
Can you just down
if
that
you're-
like?
yeah, I
bee pollen?
do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's
Is
what
it
I
sweet?
used
I
to
forgot what it was.
It has like a strange sweetness. Honestly, I don't love the flavor, but I take a lot of herbs. It tastes nastier than that. So
It tastes nasty.
it's not
but
nasty.
I always think
It's
it's
got
sweet
this-
because it's like
yeah,
they
it's got
make
this
honey out of it,
sweetness,
right?
but it's a strange powdery flavor. Like it doesn't like I used to sprinkle it on our salads and stuff like that, but I would prefer to just knock it back in one shot with some water because it does change the flavor of like the smoothies and stuff like that, but it's pleasant, but some people don't like it. Some people are allergic, so you have to be careful.
Is it royal jelly? Someone's saying.
No, that's different.
That's
Royal
different.
jelly is actually different, but that's also a superfood, but it's actually the bee pollen that has the glucose oxidase. So that specifically, like, people were naming other things that are binders or detoxifiers, but I'm speaking specifically about things that specifically target graphene oxide
That's a good
and
question.
aluminum and like the nanoparticles that are in the chemtrails. And I get it, when I go outside and I see like little weird like dusty things falling from the sky, I get paranoid, but I just have to shield myself and tell myself I'm too healthy for that. Yeah.
Got another great question here. What breads do we eat? Because you made your own, how you call
sourdough bread.
sourdough bread, and you said it was living or something like that.
Well, it's so
That was good, by the way. You
yeah,
gotta
we
make that
don't-
again.
we don't eat a lot of bread. We don't eat a lot of bread, but I would say if you do eat bread, because bread is delicious, I know. I would say try to stick to like real sourdough. A lot of the sourdough is fake out there. They just they make it sour, but they just add yogurt to it. But you really want the real sourdough culture in there, because the reason why is
Where do you get that?
people who have most fresh bakeries.
If you gotta
if
ask
you
for
get it, just get sourdough bread, and most like legit bakeries, they make it the old-fashioned sourdough, like traditional sourdough. But I would say if like you're gonna go to like Safeway or some kind of like
hell no huh?
supermarket, no, I would say stay away from the packaged breads because it's loaded with all kinds of
It's gotta be fresh baked that
preservatives.
day.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't get packaged bread because it has a lot of preservatives, a lot of just read the ingredients, and it doesn't. Bread should just be flour and water and maybe some salt, right? But you read some of the bread, it just has all kinds of stuff in there that doesn't need to be in bread. It's mostly like stabilizers and preservatives so that it lasts and it stays puffy, for like weeks. And your bread should really just last, if you can't eat a whole loaf of fresh sourdough and you're worried about it getting stale or spoiled, just freeze it, slice it and freeze it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Ezekiel bread, I used to eat Ezekiel bread, but yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I haven't had it in a long time. I don't know how I feel about it. I believe, as far as I remember, I could have sworn it had sunflower oil in it. I could be wrong. That might have been another one of the sprouted breads, but yeah.
He's got a good question. Ved is asking, can you cook sourdough and make a pizza out of it?
Yeah, that's what I did. I made sourdough with the sourdough starter. I made what is it? Sourdough crust. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean, it's
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's probably gotta taste really good.
Yeah.
That's cool. A lot of good questions and stuff.
Yeah. Try a local bakery. Yep. Absolutely.
They'll
if
know.
you don't want to make it, yeah.
Fermented bread is the best for digestion.
Yeah. Oh, and also, it's hard to find, but in injera, I'm sorry, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's the Ethiopian, the bread that they eat, the the Eritrean food with, right? That's really good too. It's pretty much their version of like sourdough. It's a fermented bread, and it's made if it's real.
That's hella good.
If it's real injera, it's made with pure teff flour, which is it's an ancient grain. It's gluten free. So yeah.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. What's your guys' favorite food? These guys have some good questions.
Mm-hmm.
This guy said, "What's the healthiest bread to consume?" Yep. That's what we just said. This guy said like cloves. He's talking about the honey. When we're on the honey subject.
Oh no, we were talking about bee pollen.
Oh, okay.
To help get
bee pollen is just what? It just comes off their fur or whatever. Or how do they extract that bee pollen?
I don't know. You asked me that earlier.
I don't know. I'm curious. Maybe somebody in the audience knows how do they extract bee pollen. Is it just gets on their what do you call hair when they go onto all the flowers, right?
Yeah, and it just falls off, and
that's amazing. So I'm thinking when they go to the beehives, under if you're a beekeeper, it just the dust falls through as if it was like how they got weed and the keef falls through those crystals.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what it is. Huh?
And it's like an amazing superfood. It helps.
He's a beekeeper.
Protect you from allergies and all kinds of ailments. Yeah.
This guy said, "I love it when Aya is on with you, Q. Straight up knowledge."
Oh, thank you.
DJ P. Jilla.
Thank you.
When they see me and you're not on, they just turn it off. DJ Berserk in the house.
But yeah, I mostly just wanted to come on to like give a little update,
Mm-hmm.
Because
this guy said, "Yo, Q, are you into crypto?" Not really into crypto, but more into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is number one, and then everything else under that they're called shit coins. Those are crypto. But if I had to do crypto, of course Bitcoin is number one, and the next would be, if in the crypto world, Ethereum is number two, and then what was number three? Was it Solana or?
I think that's what you said. Yeah,
something like that. But right now Solana is pretty cheap. You can get into that. But above that would be Solana, silver, gold.
Yeah.
Above Bitcoin, right? Is
precious metals.
Precious metal, silver, gold.
Well, it depends. It depends on what. Some people think you have to have like tangible assets. So the only way to be sure that you have it, you have to have it in your possession. So that would be gold and silver. But who really knows, right?
Yeah. And then above that is my spiritual side. Is like there is no money. It's just karma. You get what you deserve. So above that is karma. That's why we put out all the free break records. We're up to number 68. Unreleased Dirt Style Records on DJQbert.com. 68 break albums for free. That's above all that money shit. You just give it out and it comes back to you. So that's my equation to the money thing. So it's like I'm just doing a universal thing where what you give out, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
When you guys are happy, that's what makes me happy, and it makes me keep going. And so that's beyond money right there. And then of course,
And I would say, well, like, okay, so yes, karma, but I think another way to put it is like um, providing like value and service to people, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
sharing skills and knowledge and
Oh,
your
that's good.
gifts, just like yeah, things
like
for,
what you're
you
doing
know,
right now with us. This is like
yeah,
this
like an
is
energy
priceless knowledge. Yeah.
an energy exchange
An
rather
energy
than like
exchange. Money
yeah.
is just energy. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's I guess that's what you mean by karma. It's like it's an energy exchange. So like, yeah, like people exchanging their valuable skills and knowledge for what other like energy that they need. Yeah.
That's right. So speaking of, the records are pretty much free on DJQbert.com right now. We have a sale, 30% off sale. It's fucking free, pretty much. All the Superseal records, the Next Cosmos album, the triple record set, it's free because it's 30% off. It's pretty much what we're paying for right now because it's 808 sale. So right now, get all your doubles and all that stuff. This guy said, that's real. I appreciate the free drops from the site with the perfect set of scratch clips. Oh, yes. But of course, there's that Bitcoin side of me, which is the TikTok. I do TikTok, and I have these NFTs. They're not going to come out. They're going to come out in 1 year. We're doing this experiment of a new scratch every day. If you go on my TikTok, DJ Qbert 1, because someone got DJ Qbert. DJ Qbert with the number 1 is my TikTok. If you go there, we're putting up a new scratch card every day, and D Styles is helping me put those up. It's like a different. Every character does a different kind of like scratch thing. One guy does scratch drumming. One guy does techniques. One guy's basic. Another guy does lip syncing scratch. Like the guy that just went up today, last night. He's called the Noun Clown. He just fakes his scratching. That's that's his character. We'll play a clip of one of the scratch songs and he'll fake it. That's his character. But everybody has a different technique of scratching on there. So check that out. This guy said XRP to the moon. Oh shit. This guy said I lost 15% of energy on Bloody Monday in the stock market. Damn. That's why I don't even trip off all that stuff. I just like to. My spiritual is like the thing that really controls me. So it's like I'm just gonna keep on giving you guys free stuff. Free stuff. It's my experiment. Free stuff. If nothing comes back, at least I'm making people happy. So, and I'm learning how to become a better producer of like beats now. I'm learning, so I'm getting better at that. On Twitch, Twitter, whatever, I do my scratching and stuff. All on here on YouTube, Wisdom of Wax. I do all scratching for free, teach classes for free, everything for free now, as much as possible. I want to see what happens. It's just like with scratching. I was like, what if from day one when I started scratching, I was like, what would happen if I never stopped scratching? So I'm still doing that experiment. And we're going back to the health thing, where my grandmother lived to 100 something. And then they said, if you could live 15 more years from this day, if you could live 15 more years from this day, they're gonna have technology where you can live up to 500 years or 1,000 years. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you may not want to do that, but then I'm curious because it's like, I want to see what scratching would be like in about 500 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. They have technology where they can extend our life to be like that. So I'm curious. So with the whole giving away free stuff, I want to see what happens. What if you give away all this free stuff? What if there was a homeless person on the street and you give them food? What if you give them money? What if you just give and help people? What if you make the earth a better place with your gifts? Because I've always read that if you help make the world a better place, it's kind of like the ultimate goal in life. So let's just do that. And so that's my experiment. And I still can't stop thinking about my grandma's chest. So any other information you have?
Yeah, I have a lot, but it's getting kind of late, so maybe we'll
okay.
for next time. But if anybody ever has questions, please DM me, and I'll do my best.
How can they find you?
You can find me at Musician Nutrition on Instagram. Yeah, and then also please follow us on Musician Nutrition on YouTube. And you're
sleepy right now, huh? You want to jump on there, or what? You good?
I know.
Next time, go add us on there. Vet said he's your 60th follower.
Oh, yay! Thank you. Yeah, it's past my bedtime. I try to, go to bed before midnight.
Man, our beautiful princess.
Support my circadian rhythms. You guys should be going to bed too.
Love you guys. Love all y'all. See you guys later.
Love you guys. Yeah, happy 808 or 888, whatever you guys believe in.
I'm probably gonna
Just keep manifesting a positive world, and it's gonna be all good.
We should talk about it next time. We'll talk about that, how to manifest whatever the heck you want in life. I love that.
But you know, for the greater good, because I feel like
always,
you know,
always, yeah.
it shouldn't
I mean, that's
be
the root of it all.
Yeah, because you said Maserati or whatever you said.
I mean, I was just for an example.
I know.
If they want that, they
Yeah.
can manifest it. Anything
Yeah.
you want is possible.
Yeah. But you know, God knows what we deserve. So
Yeah.
Spread love always. Love you guys.
All right, y'all. Laters.
Okay. Have a good night.